Good morning, dear hearts, for the next to the last time for 2023. This is A Course in Miracles. It's a required course, so please subscribe. Today and tomorrow, we're going to go over the epilogue. It's 6 paragraphs. We'll do 3 today, 3 tomorrow, and there'll be some other little comments. Obviously, you know me by now, in between. So the epilogue. It's not a word we hear often. And what is an epilogue? An epilogue is something that comes after the play, after the show, the movie. And it just ties up things that little loose ends, or answers questions, or gives a further explanation of what happened after. What happened after the show ended, that documentary ended? What happened next? We don't find them often, but we have had them throughout time. There's an epilogue in Midsummer Night's Dream, and there are epilogues in certain TV shows over the years. And in the Great British Baking Show, afterwards it tells us what happened to all those bakers after the show was over, the tent was gone. Can you tell what I watch? So the epilogue today tells us, and I mentioned it yesterday, the very first line is completely telling, because it tells us that this course is a beginning and not an end. It is the Omega and the Alpha for us. It is the ending, but it is also the new beginning. We do not leave this course now because we have done 365 days worth, 364. We realize that there is so much, that this course is so layered and so profound, that to go through it again and again and again is the way to truly uncover all of the knowledge and the wisdom that is being offered to us here. So this course is a beginning, not an end. Your friend, capital, your friend, the Holy Spirit, our teacher, our guide, our comforter, goes with you. You're not alone. No one who calls on him can call in vain. Whatever troubles you, be certain that he has the answer and will gladly give it to you if you simply turn to him and ask it of him. And that is the wonderful, amazing thing here. We've been told this for many, many days, 364 so far. Go to the Holy Spirit. He is always there. She is always there, waiting for us. Remember the metaphor I gave many months ago now, I guess, of bridge over troubled water. He's by my side. He's standing there right behind. The Holy Spirit is there for us each and every moment. He will not withhold all answers that you need for anything that seems to trouble you. He knows the way to solve all problems and resolve all doubts. His certainty is yours. You need but ask it of him, and it will be given you. I have some little things that I've written, and I'm going to blend them in now before we go to the next paragraph, that we have the guidance, we have the divine guidance, the protection that we are given through the Holy Spirit. It is at the ready for us. Any perceived problem is resolved upon the awareness of it, and all uncertainties are also removed, resolved, assuaged, because we are being guided and blessed by the certainty of heaven's knowledge. Our second paragraph. You are as certain of arriving home as is the pathway of the sun laid down before it rises and after it has set, and in all half-lit hours in between. Our arrival home, our return, our homecoming is as certain as the sun's path. It is sure and assured. Indeed, your pathway is more certain still, For it cannot be possible to change the course of those whom God has called to him. Our Father has called to us. Every day our Father will call to us because he knows that we do not believe we are home. And his greatest wish and desire is that we know the truth of who we are and the truth of where we are. Therefore, obey your will and follow him whom you accepted as your voice to speak of what you really want and really need. Accept the Holy Spirit. Accept his guidance, his voice. His is the voice for God and also yours. And thus he speaks of freedom and of truth. We want freedom because we don't believe we have it. And God is truth. God is all truth lies within the mind of God. We want the freedom that the Holy Spirit speaks of, and he tells us of the truth of God and who we really are. From Janet, our homecoming is sure, as certain as the sun. And that's in the text, it's S-U-N, but we can read that because if we just hear it as S-O-N. Our homecoming is as sure as God's Son. And God calls to us so we can find our way. And it might be a faint call, a faint sound, or maybe even a distant memory. But each of us do indeed have it within our mind. And as we join with our brothers, the memory and the song of God grows within us. And we return home together to the truth, our truth, and the freedom, and to truly know that we are indeed God's beloved child. The third paragraph in the epilogue, the last one we will read today. No more specific lessons are assigned, for there is no more need of them. Henceforth, hear but the voice for God and for yourself, big S, self, when you retire from the world, when you lay down your head on the pillow, or when you go deeply into your meditation, when we retire from the world to seek reality instead, to quiet the mind from all the cacophonous noise that comes from the ego. Let us quiet our mind, retire from the world, and seek reality instead of all of that. And he will direct your efforts. The Holy Spirit, the voice for God, will direct our efforts, telling us exactly what to do, how to direct our mind, and when to come to him in silence, asking for sure direction and his certain word. Our use for words is almost over. But if we need one, it will be given. And that is what we have been told in the introduction. If we need but a word or a thought, ask for it. It will be given. And his is the word that God has given you. His is the word you choose to be your own. We choose that. We don't need anything else. Specific directions are finished. But our need for words, although it's almost over, if we need one, we will be given exactly what we need. No more, no less, succinctly. There is no extraneousness in the Holy Spirit and how we are guided. So we now have thoughts that will direct us, and in each moment, his direction is always guided by the thought of inclusion. All of our brothers together, not just some, everyone, and everyone benefits, and it is certain we will all experience the love of our Father wherever we are taken, because we are taken, guided, led home to where we really want to be and truly already are. So the Holy Spirit's direction is the only one we want, the only one we need. And that is where we leave our thoughts today. I hope this helped. So please like, please share, please subscribe, please comment, please smile. Smile at your homecoming. We are being welcomed in as that prodigal child. Come home. I am so happy you are here. I am so happy you are here. I'm so happy you are here. Smile, breathe, pray, and join me tomorrow for one last time in 2023. Namaste.